Okay everyone, so welcome back to my channel. This is the new bike that was hiding under the cover, Piaggio Fly 125 2012 plate. It's meant to be a quick flip, but anyone who knows me knows that rarely happens. And this is of course my Typhoon 125. Now, technically I sold this bike the other day, yesterday, and it came back about 2 hours later with a oil leak. So frustrating that, guys, because it showed no sign of an oil leak while with me at any point, otherwise I wouldn't have let it go. Like literally no sign at all, and then it took it away for 2 hours and oil leak. So I need to check into this engine. Now, being honest, there's not many oil leak issues with these bikes. There is quite a common issue with them if they have the plastic. You see down here there's a plastic cover, and in fact this one has a hole in it. That plastic cover can get a hole in it. The other thing that it could be is the actual head could have loosened up. Normally up here, the valve cover, and that can be letting oil out. Normally a quick easy fix. Otherwise I don't know where the oil would be coming from. The guy, they were nice guys. They were nice guys, and they knew the channel, which is good. Obviously I gave him his money back immediately because I wanted to resolve the issue. So I guess let's kind of take it apart a little bit. I don't want to go too nuts, and see if we can find an obvious oil spill anywhere. I can run the engine if I need to help it appear. And with this one, apparently it hasn't been run since December, and he tried to charge the battery recently but didn't. So it's a non-runner, but technically should run. So in a minute I'm going to chuck the battery from this one on there, and we'll just see if it starts up, and then we'll look at what we're working with. It should be a quick flip. It needs an MOT, but I have said that before and had some terrible bikes. So yeah, so let's have a look. 24,000 kilometers, what's that, roughly 16,000 miles. These flies go forever, guys. They do 40,000 miles easily, so they're great engines. Right, let's see if we can find some sort of oil leak. So guys, what did I say about them black plastic covers? They regularly get holes in them. Basically they're just kind of not oil proof enough. There you go. Can you see in there? It's that black plastic cover. It's got a hole in it. Fairly easy fix. You just want to make sure you do it properly. I've got high temp glues that will do that properly. The other thing you can do is order the part. It's not a huge issue, but that's where the oil will be coming from. I hope the camera is picking out. Can you see that there? It's just an oil cover. It's just the air release, the emissions control actually. But of course it needs to seal and hold oil properly. I'm going to pop that off. I'm probably going to seal it for now so that it's done and dusted, and then I'll think about a long-term solution, ordering a new part. But that's where our oil spill is coming from, so that's good news at this stage. And then I'll clean the area off, and we'll make sure that the oil level's up and there's no huge issues. Funny guys, because I knew immediately, not because I didn't know it had an oil problem, but I knew it would be that plastic part there, because that's just what happens sadly on these things. So let me pop that off, see if we can do some sort of repair for now. Some sort of liquid steel or something would do that fine. It won't matter if it came off and got loose in it. It wouldn't be an issue at all. But something that's oil resistant, and I will look online to see if we can get a replacement, because that would be the most ideal situation. So you can't really see it, but I've used some fuel oil resistant silicone sealant on it. It's on quite thick, so it'll take a couple of days to fully cure. It's not a pressurized system, there's no huge amounts of pressure going through. It's just the release of extra air going up there, and then it sits oil in there, so it's not hugely under pressure. I think that seal will fix it. If not, I'll buy a new one and we'll chuck it on. So I'll run it a lot, probably tomorrow after work, maybe Friday. I'll really run it. I'm going to leave all this off like this. I've cleaned the area so I can keep an eye on it. I'll run it up to temperature and I'll make sure it's still okay. It's interesting that they all kind of go like that at some point, isn't it? There's nothing up here that rubs on it. Maybe it's if the engine was out, or when it was out even. it had a problem. I'm surprised I didn't notice it, actually, guys. You know, I'm surprised I didn't see it, but I guess sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, while we're kind of doing stuff half interesting, let's simply throw this battery into this Typhoon and see what happens. Let's have a look. I haven't had a seat pop yet. Let's see what's under the seat. Where are the keys? This bike keys has loads of crap on it. Look at this. Look, we've got an alarm. There's no battery, so I don't know what they're for, don't know what that's for, don't know what that, well, that's the ignition. Is that a spare ignition? I've got another two at home. Right, let's have a little play. Let's see what's under the seat first. That's always interesting, isn't it? Oh, that'll be a big no-no. Maybe one's seat and one's ignition. Maybe it's a Frankenstein. Ah, there you go. Oh, under the seat. Right, logbook, good. I know that because I put it there. Second keys shouldn't be left under the seat. L plate, sometimes handy. Wing mirrors, good. Why aren't they on? No idea. Is this the alarm system I have the key to? I don't know. I'll work on that at some point. Some sort of phone holder. Why have I got a million phone holders in my garage? They're going in the bin, guys, so don't ask for them. What's that? Ooh, if I've got the key to that, that's handy. They're always a handy piece of kit. If I've got the key to that, that's always a handy piece of kit. Wow, look at that. We're getting our money back already. Right, let me throw this battery in. We'll see if we're extremely lucky and it's turned the key and it goes. Hopefully there's no alarm system on it. Hopefully that is the alarm system. We'll have a little play with that in a minute and we'll see what's going on. So all I'm going to do is take that battery and put it on here. So these are the times, guys, where you know as much as I do. I've put a battery in there, that's it. I'm going to turn the key. I'm going to press the alarm button. I'm going to see what comes on and then I'm going to press the start button. I've checked the fuel, there's fuel in it and it doesn't smell stale. I've checked the oil level, it's nice oil, it's clean and it's at the right level. No alarm. We have a horn, we have basic indicators, we have a light. We have no normal light. That might come on with the ignition. We have both brake lights. Come on. Don't mess me around. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. Main bulb needs changing. That's not a huge issue. They're quite pricey, them bulbs, but not an issue. All this crap needs to come off. Can't stand all this. I wonder what it's hiding. It's so hard to clean all of the glue off with this crap. Gaffer tape. But at the moment that bike starts. I haven't revved it, I don't want to overwhelm it. That sounds normal to me, guys. To me that sounds normal. I'm going to let it run and kind of sort itself out a bit, and then I'm going to check the tyre pressures. Well, they're flat, so I'm going to put pressure in the tyres. Wow. And then I'm going to play around a little bit peeling this crap off, because you put so much gaffer tape on to do one thing. These panels aren't screwed down. There's a clip down here and one screw there. That's it. It doesn't need gaffer tape. Oh, the choke went off. That's good. seems alright to me overall. Oh, this could be a MOT it and sell it on deal. Rarely happens to me anymore. Let me give it a couple more minutes. I'm going to keep peeling away at this while we wait a couple more minutes, guys, and then I'll jump on it. I'll give it a little spin around here. I know you guys love it when I go around in circles and spin and seeing you spin me right round. And I'll just see if it has any kind of basic brakes at this stage and stuff like that. This stuff shows you how to clean up a bike. Take the gaffer tape off, clean up the bike. It's not needed. That's ridiculous. Bit of a crack there, that kind of makes sense, but you don't need gaffer tape all the way up there and all the way down here to deal with a bit of a crack there, guys. Plus it's black, you'd hardly see it. Alright, I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to put some air in the front tyre, it's completely flat, and then I'm going to do some simple spins around here to see what we're looking like. Alright, let's give it its maiden voyage. It needs nothing, guys. It needs nothing. The front tyre's bad. Oh god, I said it needs nothing and I said the front tyre's bad. That's bald, it needs a front tyre. What size is that for my reference? 120/70/12. Rear tyre is practically new. Alright, so it needs a front tyre. I don't know what, let's check these pads. The Speedo works, guys. Let's see these pads. They are, oh, they're brand new. Plenty life left in them, brand new. And where's our drums, are they? Drums, lovely. Rear's a bit tight, I'm going to loosen it a tiny bit. It's just a bit, it bites a touch too early, so I'm going to loosen it up a tiny bit. Otherwise, perfect riding bike with oil. Everything works, horns, indicators, blah blah blah. It's all good. So that really was a mini project, guys. That's unbelievable, actually, isn't it? The guy sold it to me, and he said I haven't run it since December. I tried to start it, it didn't start. All I did, guys, was put a new battery on it, fire it up, let it sit for a few minutes. It started up. That's unbelievable. All right. I bought this fly the other day, non-runner. Oh, man. 2012 fly. Yeah. Yeah. Just put a new battery in it. I've done nothing. Starts, runs, rides perfectly. Everything works. What? You? You want to fly? Yeah. You never turn up. No, I'm going to buy it. You never turn up. Well, I owe you some money, so maybe we could do a deal. Okay. Obviously, I'll get it MOT'd. But that's a £1,200 bike, I hope you know. No, I didn't pay that, but that's a £1,200 bike. Yes. Have you seen the prices? Yeah. And I gave you mine at night at dirt cheap price. I'm not sure I paid you for yours at all. It's like £200 or so. I don't know if I bought yours at all, mate. You did, and you used it. No, I mean, I don't know if I paid for it. I think I might have gave it to you. I think you might have gave it to me. Alright, well, Jake can have a little play with this. I sold Typhoon yesterday. Yeah. It came back 2 hours later, it has an oil leak. Yeah. I felt so bad for the guy. Because I don't sell a bike with an oil leak. But I found that it's the same problem on every Piaggio engine. Yeah. You know that plastic part on the front of the engine. It's plastic and it lets the extra, it's the emissions.
Yeah.
Had a little hole in it. But that super mini project, super mini project, brilliant. It needs one front tyre. Front brake pads are brand new. Rear brake's a bit tight, I'm going to loosen it up a touch. Seat locks, steering locks, brake work.
Funny, it's a flyer, but with flyers they're always really beaten. Don't you find
They're
that?
what?
Like the fly heads, they're always really beaten up.
That's not beaten, that's in great nick.
I'm surprised no one's, I'm surprised it ain't cable tied at the front to hold the
No, it wasn't cable tied, it was gaffer taped.
Yeah.
No, not cable tied.
No, this always breaks off.
No, mate, under the seat is brand new mirrors for this. And an alarm. The guy, look, all this came with it. An alarm, what? That's a lock for the brake, isn't it? A cable, disc lock, the logbook.
Wow.
Yeah, for once I got a logbook, mate.
Wow.
It needs a front tyre and it's MOTable. It's easy.
It's nice, I like it.
I'm really pleased, and it's ultra low emissions free.
Yeah, the flyers are, they're good like that.
No, not all of them though. It has to be 2009 onwards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, otherwise they're not.
I think mine was an
Yours was an 08 or 06.
No, that was my older one. Remember, I had three different flyers in the car.
The fly that me and you shared, 09? I remember it was an 09.
One, yeah. I think we had the 13, the 3 feet as well.
That's ultra low emissions as well. I sold it for 700, but it came back, innit? But I fixed that oil leak now with some high temp silicone.
Yeah.
There was a tiny hole in that plastic. It's this plastic, Jake, here, the one on the side, the emissions. And funny enough, this one has a hole in it. But you have to drop the engine to get them to change them.
Pain, isn't it?
Oh no, that needs a battery as well. That battery's from here right now.
Oh, okay.
Needs a front tyre and a battery. But that's what, 80 quid? Plus the MOT, 40 on top, 120.
Plus commission.
Commission?
Yeah.
Yeah. If this was mine, I'd spray that bottom panel black and them side panels black. I'd just black it all out.
Yeah, that's what we done last time, remember? We blacked it. I even got a permanent marking drew over the
Yeah,
silver.
well they come off, black them all out. Alright guys, you don't want to hear me and Jake chat too much, but there's a nice riding fly. That was a project, guys. A project. A mini project. My fastest project in the world. And then this thing's been here for like 8 months. My slowest project in the world.